Greetings! Welcome to lecture number 2 on the scintillating assemblage of the F-22 Raptor. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? Look at that. Oh yes, that's our sponsor. Okay. Oh, before we get started today, I understand we have a special guest for our lecture. Let's see who we have today. It's the little guy. This particular machine, this resembles very closely what we're going to finally end up with. In fact, this is the bird that we are building. It's a little beat up because of past combat with my my cousin. We like to fly a little bit on over at the park. Occasionally, a little side profile. You can see there's a little bit of foam in front there. Let me get my wand here. Where'd I put it? There is foam, or there's Velcro there, and in the back, right about there, that you can have put on there. You can kind of mount some cameras if you'd like on there for fun, for doing like pictures. If you want to see what your shingles look like, or if you just want to see what the earth looks like from a couple hundred feet up or so, it's kind of fun. I'll show you the bottom there. There's a side profile there. See what the bottom looks like here. We had a little request to see what we're actually building, so to keep up the enthusiasm, we thought we'd show you what the future holds. If you can stick it out, if you can hang in there and continue on with us. It's a lot of fun once you're done. I actually put on this one, I put some LED lights on there, which look kind of neat at night when you're kiting overhead a little bit. This has got a belly pan on it. A few of mine, I don't very often put belly pan on my planes anymore. I think they fly better without it, but they do okay with it. It lands okay on these runners here, so I don't feel like I need it too bad, but it's alright to have on there. It kind of protects the underbelly, electronics underneath there and what have you. So, and there's the motor. This is the piece we made yesterday, was this, our last session. We made the main body. It was kind of around this area and down and around and over there. That front piece is what we made. We still have yet to make this front part here, but other than that, we got pretty much the whole front end just about done. And here's the motor in the back. It's kind of a pusher to give it thrust forward as opposed to backward. Let's see. That's pretty much all she wrote. Today the piece we're going to make is this back piece here. And we'll get that rolling right now as we speak. Over here we come back to our table and our workstation. Kick that out of there. Okay. So you come to your foam for this piece, and you can start things off by drawing a line. Get your straight line started there in the middle. That first line is going to be 7 1/4 inches long. 7 1/4 inches long from top to bottom, that straight line to start with. And then we'll start off with at the top of that line. You can go ahead and make your top line. That's 27 inches long. 27 left to right, perpendicular. Once you get that drawn, you can drop down here 3 inches down, make a mark. So from the top you drop down 3 inches, make a little mark there. After you make that mark, drop down 1 more inch, make another little mark. After that's done, you can go clear to the bottom and draw the bottom line. The bottom line is 18 1/4 inches left to right. So it'd be like 9 1/8. Yeah. 9 1/8 this way, 9 1/8 that way to make a total of 18 1/4. That way. So far what we have now is we have our center line. We have the top line drawn of 27 inches. We have the bottom line drawn of 18 1/4. And we have our 2 marks in the middle. Okay. Of the 2 marks in the middle, the first one, the one near the top, the 3-inch mark, this top one here, that 3-inch mark, we're going to draw a line in there, left to right, of 12 1/2 inches. 12 1/2 inches there, so that'd be 6 1/4 each way. 12 1/2 inch line. Drop down the 1 inch to our next mark. Do the same thing, except that's going to be 13 inches. A little bit longer. That's 13. And then once you get the top line, this line, and this line all drawn, then you can connect the dots. Bing, bing, bing. And then the same thing over here. Bing, pick, spot, pow. Okay. Once that's done, then we have, that's pretty much good. Then we have to just cut in these holes. We mark in these boxes. To do that, you go to your bottom line. Go to your bottom line. This line here, the one on the very bottom, you're going to make marks on that line right now. We're going to start from our center over on the bottom. Make a mark 1 1/2 inches over, and then, so yeah, 1 1/2 inches over, and then 2 more inches over here. So it's going to be 1 1/2 inches over to here, and then 2 more inches. So it's going to end up being 3 1/2 right here. Same thing on this side. 1 1/2 inches over, you make a mark, and then 2 more inches over here. Make another little mark. Once those marks are in, then you can take and scribe in your boxes. These boxes are basically 2 inches square. I mean, they're 2 inches up, 2 inches over, 2 inches down. So basically that's all they are. And they start an 1.5 inches in. So that's all they basically are. So let me just show you maybe you can see the dimensions on there a little bit better. Start 1 1/2 inches over, make a mark, 2 more inches over, make a mark, and then they're just a 2-inch square. Actually, I guess that'd be 4. 2 by 2 is what it is, I guess. 4 inches square. Struggle with my math a little bit there. Yeah. So I believe that'll pretty much conclude that. When you're done, you should have a piece that looks a lot like this. Quite a heap like that. And these guys allow for the fins that are going to be on the back right here to knife up and down through, and they seem to help with steering for some reason. In fact, next session we'll fire the plane up and we'll show you how those work. But I believe that concludes our session for today. And so you take her easy and happy building. Goodbye.